So today we're going to do a quick unboxing and review of the ZealSound K66 microphone. Is it the right one for you? Why don't we find out? Now, before I get into the unboxing, let me just be clear. This is a sponsored video. ZealSound sent me this microphone for the purpose of this review. So they sent it to me. I didn't pay for it or whatever. However, with that being said, they have no say in what I actually say during this video or, what my comments can be or anything like that. So everything that I'm going to say in this video is my thoughts on this particular microphone and whether or not I think it's a good deal. Now, speaking of deals, let's talk pricing real quick. So I found this on Amazon. It is selling right now for $34.99. You can get it with a 5% discount. Or no, it is 11% discount. Whatever. It's a coupon that you can get. So it actually comes out to 31 bucks for this microphone. So really, really inexpensive USB microphone that you can plug into your phone or your computer or whatever you need to do. So, take that into consideration. Now, let's look at this. Oh, I'm going to put links down in the description, by the way, for both the Amazon link where you can buy it and also for ZealSound.com, so you can kind of check out their website if you want to do that. So with that, let's do a quick unboxing. I'm not going to do the whole move the camera around that some folks do. Nobody really cares that much. It's an unboxing. You're going to get an instruction thing that you're probably never going to look at ever in your life. You're going to get the microphone itself, which comes on its own shock mount stand. You get a nice USB cord. You get this little adapter thing where you go from USB to lightning port if you still have an iPhone that needs a lightning port, I guess. So you got that. And then you get a very wrinkled, in my case, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but very, very wrinkled, messed up looking pop filter. So whatever, it's a $31 microphone. It's not the end of the world, but it was a little disappointing for me when I opened it up that it was kind of messed up. But whatever. With that, I'll unplug this microphone and I'll plug in this microphone and let's see what the difference in sound is and, kind of go through that whole deal. All right, so here we go. So we have the microphone set up now, and yeah, it's I've got my headphones in so that I can actually hear what's going on and whatnot. But you can see on here, there's a couple of different knobs on the front of this. There is a headphone knob where you can, adjust the volume of your headphones or whatever, and then the gain so that you can adjust your normal gain. The other button on here is on the front anyway, is the mute button. Now, for me, not my preference, but this is one of those what is it called, like capacitive buttons or whatever, where there's no clicky action when you press the actual button. It just if you and then if you touch it again, you can hear what you're saying. I don't prefer that personally, just because I have already, just in testing this microphone and playing around with it or whatever, even before starting the video, I accidentally muted myself multiple times just by handling the microphone. So that's not really what I'm looking for, but again, it's kind of a trade-off and whatever. There's also a button on the back of this where you can control the lighting on here. So right now it's on green, and then you can cycle through different colors. You got blue, and there's a purple, and then there's like a couple of different like RGB color things that spin around or whatever, so you can kind of go with whatever you want there. Or you can also hold it down and turn the color off if you don't like it. So a couple of different options there for what you're doing. I got to be really careful not to hit that stupid mute button, so that you can actually hear what I'm saying during this review, hopefully. All right, let's go through some simple little phrases that I use when I'm doing microphone testing. It helps me figure out if they're like popping sounds and P's and S's and F's and all those different things that you don't want to have go wrong, I guess, when you're using a microphone. So let me read through some of these sentences just so you can hear it. The small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Press the pants and sew a button on the vest. As I've said in prior videos, these are not the greatest ones in the world, but hey, it's Google, and this is what you get when you Google microphone test phrases. So, whatever. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. 2 bluefish swam in the tank. Her purse was full of useless trash. The colt reared and threw the tall rider. It snowed, rained, and hailed the same morning, which is weird. and read verse out loud for pleasure. So there are my test phrases so that you can hear what this microphone sounds like. I can already tell just, monitoring it or whatever that it's okay. It's a little poppy on the P's, um, which this filter. See, I accidentally pressed the mute button because that's what happens on microphones like this. The pop filter on this is actually pretty good. Like when I look through the filter to the light, I don't see a lot of light that comes through. So seemingly, it would be a pretty good pop filter. However, it's not really working all that great for my purposes here. Now, I do have the microphone for, you to be able to see it up on in the video or whatever. It is up on top of the box, so it's a little closer to my mouth than maybe it should be. So, maybe that will kind of come into play. I'm going to move it down so that it's now on the desk in front of me. It's at the recommended distance of, I think they said in the instructions, because I actually, believe it or not, did look in the instructions. 12 to 18 inches from your mouth is where you're supposed to be. So let's try again. Let's go through and read these same phrases. Sorry for having to hear these phrases again, but whatnot. The small pup, not a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Press the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. Two blue fish swam in the tank. Her purse was full of useless trash. The colt reared and threw the tall rider. It snowed, rained, and hailed the same morning, and read verse out loud for pleasure. So, obviously, when it's a little further away from you, it does sound better when terms of the P's and the S's and all of those different things. So the sound quality, to me anyway, does sound a little bit better when it's this distance than when it was up, so you could actually see it for the purpose of the video. So definitely keep it on your desk or put it onto, a little boom arm or whatever that you may have in your possession. You can also, I think you can buy one that has it with the boom arm if you're so inclined. So you could always go down that route as well. So at the end of the day, in my opinion, is this a good deal for a microphone? Again, it's $31. Now, I'm not an expensive microphone kind of a guy, so I'm not like comparing this to some $300 microphone or whatever. But for me, a $31 microphone, I think it sounds pretty good for what you're getting, but that's my opinion. You're going to have your own, and you're going to have it probably based on what you heard in this video. So let me know down in the comments below what you think about this microphone. Would you buy it? Would you spend your 31 hard-earned dollars on this microphone? Let me know in the description, and I do appreciate it. Come back for more videos, and I'll see you next time.